All right, good evening and welcome to everybody. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Looks like we've got GT Classic again. Both of the races here at 4 o'clock are going to be GT Classic. So we've got Toasty and Osse on this channel. And not sure which channel the other two are on, but they are also racing the GT Classic. Hopefully I'm coming across okay. How's everybody doing today? All right, sorry about that. I was checking on a few other things. So looks like the race will be getting underway here in just a few seconds. I see the ready to go in SRL. So we'll go ahead and buckle our seatbelts. This should be a really good one. Both of these guys are excellent runners. We probably don't need an introduction to either one of them. Osse has not been playing as long as Toasty has. However, Osse's just one of those guys. He's come into speedrunning kind of like a silver bullet. He's really taken to it. So this is going to be a really good one because both of them have quite a bit of GT Classic experience as well. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this is going to pan out. Yeah, looks like they're underway. So if everybody just wants to put the blinders on for about 2 minutes here, we've got to go through this section that we will not name. A silly part of the game, for sure. All right, without further ado, we're going to remove ourselves from the Sirius space station. The guys are pretty well matched up here, exiting the station. 4506 from Osse and 44. That was a 44 something. I missed the last part of that for Toasty. Great time. And now the game can actually begin. So, to anyone who's not entirely familiar with this category, I'm pretty sure most of us are by this point. But what we've got is GT Classic, and what that stands for is Gold Teresa. He is the golden bird-like alien creature that is buried in Lower North Air. You take a left instead of a right, like you would normally for Ridley. And so what they're going to do is they're going to enter a developer code. It was found, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And what this code is going to allow these guys to do is input all the face buttons, and it's going to give them quite, don't ask me how many items. I think it's 100 missiles and some supers and power bombs. I don't remember how many. But it's going to give them pretty much all the items that would be basically required to do a very thorough run through of the game. And the developers left it in there so that they could, debug the game, whatever they had to do. But, of course, we found it. I've got a 53% of the items that's going to be found. Or, excuse me, unlocked by the code. Not a whole lot of finding happening with the code. It's just kind of given. Yeah, that's another very good point. The 700 energy, that is actually going to allow them to do stand-up glitch at the end. I apologize if I sound a little under the weather. I am slightly. The allergies have been terrible. And I may have just woke up from a nap too, so if you'll bear with me. Hey, yeah, 3 full reserves is another good point. So the reserve tanks can really come in handy. I think Toasty just did 2 CWJs in that room. I could be wrong, but I think he just did. That's always awesome when that happens. Yeah, this is one of my favorite categories for sure. And I'm definitely guilty of I'll just go to the room and push the buttons and get all this stuff, but yeah, having this set number of items, it's something that the developers really I may or may not have intended to leave in the game, but we're certainly glad that they did because this category is awesome. All right, Osse has a really good BT. And Toasty as well. So really good fight from both of the guys here. And they both get full up on the missiles and energy. All right, and throughout the beginning here, as they progress down towards the area to access Gold Teresa, to access his room, mind you, actually is what I meant to say, they're only going to get just a very few items. That energy tank, of course, being one. I can't really think of an instance where you wouldn't get that energy tank. Most all runs do that. And so the early mock ball coming up next will also be one of the hard requires. Okay, Osse with the early lead here. Toasty also getting the mock ball. So this run has several great equalizers, and we'll see how it pans out for the guys here as we make our way down into Big Pink for Osse, and Toasty not too far behind. Oh yeah, max percent GT code. That's another really good category. Yeah, I forgot about that, skipping it. I love all the categories that break it to the game. This game gives us enough heck, we might as well break it. Alright. Both the guys coming across New Bridge here. Osse on his way up Red Tower with the hero shot. And just a little bit of a flub here. See if he can space this out, and he, oh, barely gets it. My gosh, that was close. So let's see if Toasty gets a little bit of a catch up here. Right on his heels, just one hail way away. Yeah, that was a really close call there for Osse. He really barely managed to get through that block. All right, and the early power bombs. Osse taking some high-level strats right there. I tell you, I've been really impressed watching Osse. I first watched his runs back in the fall of last year. I got to meet him live at Speedruns Live, or SpeedGaming Live, excuse me. It was really a great tournament that we had there, and he was one of the highlights. Really enjoyed meeting him. All right, let's find out what Craig has got for the guys today. We definitely don't want to see any prom. All right, Toasty going with the power bomb kill there on the pirates. I like it. Osse with the Kraid quick kill. And Toasty as well. Very nice. Toasty went with the regular shot into 4 supers. It's a little bit harder to time that one, but he did a great job there. All right, both of them came out of Kraid's area with the 5 super missiles, which is what you always want to see. Killing mini Kraid usually does give you that. Every now and again, though, you'll be in a situation where you don't come out with full supers, and just always best to have as many as possible in this run. Here in a second, they're going to have to farm, and that can also be a great equalizer. And I would fully expect to see both guys save. I could be wrong. If Toasty wanted to try to gain that 15 seconds or however long it is, it's possible. That gamble's always there. All right, and also as expected, both runners getting high jump boots. Don't know if I've seen a high jump less GT Classic run. It's in a race setting. I don't know if that's really a viable thing to do. definitely doable, and people do it all the time. That is right, Sloters did do that. He also skipped the save, if I'm not mistaken. A good call there. Yeah, there's several things that can be slight equalizers in this run. Very, very risky, but definitely doable. All right, nice dive from Osse there. And Toasty right behind him on his dive. And as it was expected, Osse's going to take the save here. Yo, what's up, Scribna? So I'm doing it. Yeah, that's very true, Firebat. I'm just so used to the scrub strats. All right, we have got us a couple of green gate glitch attempts coming up. And just like a prodigy, Osse in the first shot takes down the green gate. All right, and Toasty up to bat. And on the fourth shot, nice. Both guys are through. It's always good to see a first go around on the green gate. Osse done with his fight. And we have a high five as Toasty goes in for the GT code and gets it. Yeah, as was mentioned in chat, there's been a couple of, maybe even 3 times, I think, in this tournament where the code has been inputted, but just didn't register for some reason or another. A couple of races have ended early to this, and luckily that did not happen here today. And now the part of the run that is the most fun, in my opinion, where you just wreck the entire lower North Air section with screw attack. Aside from Ridley, if only Ridley was able to be damaged by screw attack, that would be wonderful. Or would it? I don't know. That kind of split on that, but you gotta admit it would be fun to screw attack Ridley to death. Yeah, it would definitely ruin the game a little bit. All right, and speaking of Ridley, let's see how Osse handles Mr. Pelican. Oh, I love it. You don't see it. You don't see it as often, but or maybe more than I know, but I don't get to see the X-ray the pirates very often. All right, Toasty is gonna take a bunch of supers to release phase, getting a little bit more damage per second in on him. Be finishing him off here shortly. All right, nice fight from Toasty. Osse utilizing that spring ball to get out of the pit there. Oh, yes. That is an interesting little thing about the GT code. Once the code is entered and it gives you the grapple and X-ray beam, they don't physically show up on the screen, but they are definitely there. And they can actually make it quite difficult to determine which item you're selecting currently. So you really do have to keep track of how many clicks you've got. Really great race from both guys. And a great escape from Toasty, too. That was really good. All right, Osse's up on his way to Meridia. We'll be having some barbecued shrimp. And Toasty not too far behind. All right, definitely a great part of this run. It's just all the items that you are bequeathed by the code. It really just makes the rest of the game kind of a cakewalk, and it can be a lot of fun, in my opinion, to have that much control over the game. And Osse taking care of the snake very quickly. I think he X-rayed a little too short, or he didn't do it long enough there. Maybe wrong. But it looks like he used a super there at the end to finish him off. And not quite getting the full halfie, but that's fine. He's ahead by a good bit, so the full halfie is not going to be a great equalizer here. Toasty not too far behind, but you know, anything could still happen here, of course. The snake has an Yeah, the snake's name is definitely Stupid Snake. Ooh, Osse just barely missing that. Going for the spike suit there. Very nice jumps there from Toasty. Let's see what the shrimp has got for him. Very nice. That was a solid Dragon kill there. Literally couldn't have been done any faster, I don't think. Yeah, when X-raying Dragon there, if you're kneeled down, you just have to stop X-raying whenever Samus stands. As soon as she stands, you know that Dragon is expired, barbecued, microwaved. All right, let's see if Osse decides to take a cue from Sloters and head to the left. He does not. He decides he does have some more business to do to the right. All right, nice Fantoon kill. Another microwaved boss down. If only any percent could have that fight. All right, a nice little high five as Toasty's going down to microwave his Fantoon. And Osse on a great pace here. So misses this ocean jump. Unfortunately, he was looking to keep his speed as he was jumping across the ocean, but that's fine. He does a little backup by running across the bottom. And Fantoon giving Toasty the slow pattern, of course. And then also with the flame right in the face. Nice. Thank you, Fantoon. And teaching him a lesson with the X-ray there. Nice kill. It's a shame he had to be such a troll, but Toasty does a great job of teaching the troll the lesson. All right, and a G4 time of 28:27, I believe, for Aussie. That is super fast, especially for a race setting. Metroid Room 1 giving Aussie just a little bit of trouble here right off the bat, but he mops it up. And getting terrible drops there, Aussie does, but luckily it doesn't matter in this category. Still, it'd be preferable to have many, many more supers than that. It'll be alright. Definitely doable. Terrible RNG, though. Of course, why would we ever expect the Metroids to drop what we need? They never do. Oh, and unfortunately getting grabbed by the baby there. Okay, Aussie is going to fill up here before heading down to Mother Brain. Toasty not too far behind. Toasty getting a lot better drop luck here. And that's quite the difference there for Toasty getting a lot more ammo. A little bit of trouble there with the Zeb skip, but finally manages to get through there, does Aussie. Don't know what exactly happened there. It looked good to me. Getting hit with the snipe there from the old turret as well. Aussie really got trolled there in the last room, but he's through. Ready to take down Mother Brain. Very nice from Toasty there. With the very aggressive hop. And he's through. Is able to skip that health refill. That should save him some time. Both guys are definitely going to want the stand-up glitch. Looks like Aussie will probably have to dip into his reserve tanks in order to make it work. And, well, Toasty will too. All right, and a successful stand-up glitch for Osse. Going to pump as much damage into Mother Brain as he can while the baby is refilling his health, saving a significant amount of time. Wonderful strat. I still don't understand why it works, but we won't ask the game. We'll just keep doing it. Ooh. Yeah. I was wondering about that, so he was saved by the X-ray there. Great thing, that X-ray, for this one room. All right, Osse on the countdown. Ready to hit the road. I don't believe Osse is a animal saver. Pretty sure about that. All right, and it looks like Toasty's through with a successful stand-up glitch. Couple shots into Mother Brain, and she's down. Excellent Behemoth Spark from Osse. Looks like he's going to be off of his PB, but anytime you can pull off a 36 in GT Classic in a race, that's great. I mean, that's really, really great. And GG to Osse, finishing with... Oh, what do we got? We got a 36:23 SRL time. And that's a PB for Osse. Nice. That's a PB by over a minute. It's a minute and 14-second PB. And Toasty 2 right behind him. Not sure what the time is going to be for him. Also excellent for a race. It'd be interesting to see if it's also a race PB for him. I have a feeling it probably will be. A lot faster than I could ever do, that's for sure. And in-game time of 25 for Osse there. Gotta love seeing that. I think this is going to be a SRL PB for him as well. It is. That's awesome. So Toasty improved his PB by 26 seconds, finishing in second place with a 38:06. Now, that's awesome. I don't care who you are. That was an awesome race. 26 seconds and a minute and 14 for PBs for both. And they were only about a minute and 20 behind, or apart from each other. That was a pretty close race there. Yeah, you don't get to see that every day. And a 26 for Toasty. We may see a 26 one day at any percent. Maybe. It'd have to be an insane run. Pretty sure new strats would have to be involved in that. But yeah, as far as GT code is concerned, that is excellent time for both guys. 25 and 26 in-game time. Oh, nice. I'm hearing that Woody and Diddy both PB'd as well, SRL PBs. Maybe straight up PB. That was a RBO race. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one. You haven't seen many RBO races in this tournament, so I definitely try to watch those. I hate that I missed that one. So I definitely thank you guys for hanging in with me. I haven't been feeling the best today, but I definitely wanted to help out with the commentary. I love these two runners. They're always fun to watch. Definitely make sure you give them a follow if you're not already. Osse is easily one of the best rising stars that we have in the community. And Toasty, also an excellent runner and just a really nice guy. His streams are really chill. Definitely worth watching, both of them. Speaking of allergies, I just had to mute myself so I could sneeze. Oh, definitely stay safe out there, everybody. Stay home. Enjoy Super Nintendo and Deer Force. It's unfortunate we've got to deal with all this during allergy season, but we shall endeavor to persevere. All right. I think that's probably going to do it for this race. Again, I thank everyone for joining in. Make sure you follow everybody, and we'll see you next mission.